This
25 version.
conference will now be recorded.
And in my SAP experience, I am into the 22 years of experience in these 9 global implementations. I worked across the modules SAP CSPM and FS okay, so I stay in Europe. Okay, I work in Europe, Swiss company. Okay, so it is my short background. So my motto for the S1 service is, so implementation is just got pick up. Okay.
Okay, fine. Venkat, everyone has done with their introduction. You can go with your introduction. Before you go ahead, okay, I request everyone to please go on mute. Okay. Once trainer is done with his demo, then you can go with your queries. Okay. Yeah, Venkat, you can go ahead.
Yeah. Hi all. Can you hear me? My voice is clear. Is it audible for everyone?
Yes, Vikat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi, I'm Venkat. I have 15 years of experience in SAP, which includes like I worked like my career. I started with SAP CRM, then moved to SD, then again S4HANA, then again for the last two projects for the last 2 years, I'm working on S4HANA. One already implemented S4HANA Service 2022, and I'm working on another project for 2023. So this is my background. So I'm a certified in SAP SD and CRM and C4C sales and service. The four I already certified. So I'm completely good at these all areas, because this is a completely service. It requires CRM background, CS background, and SD also. I'll let you know. I will come to know you once it is done is done. So after this session, you can have your questions. So in terms of service and any other things.
Thank you.
So yeah, let's start with the SAP S4HANA service. Yeah, so I can see here all are good, that at least all I can see all most of the people has experience in SD, CS, and PM and other things, and that is a good part. Actually, this is a completely typical model, as you know. All SD consultant, CS. I think someone has Ismail has a 12 years experience, and there are some consultants also CS and SD also. Here, SAP, like S4HANA service is completely that paradigm have completely. Now CS is completely going, sunset is going. S4HANA service model, right? See this S4HANA service, you'll have a cloud versions and hybrid and S4HANA on-premise. If version, so there is.
Venkat, your voice is breaking completely.
Oh, sorry. Is it clear now?
Can you
Hello.
continue? I can.
Yes, it's clear a bit.
A little bit, but it's not clear.
Little bit is clear.
Oh,
There is some disturbance in the background. There
okay.
is some glitch is coming in between.
Okay. Let me. Why? Okay. I will make voice loud. Yeah. The service model, it's a completely new model, and in service you'll have a cloud version, hybrid, and S4HANA. So here in our topic, in our course, we will check the on-premise or S4HANA on-premise version only. So here the motive of the run of S4HANA, previously you will have only S4HANA CS separate module and CRM is separate module. If you see the CRM has a service, S4HANA service was there, and some of the process we in CRM we used to have the services, and some of the processes we CS also implement. But now what they did on SAP, what they completely did, S4 are they're completely they
We lost you
have
again.
it. Is it not clear?
We lost
No,
you
we
like
lost your audio in between for 30 seconds. Okay.
Okay, I don't know,
Are
but
you using a laptop speaker or are you using your headphones? Hello, Venkat.
let me. Yeah, I will change my speaker another one month. Let. Otherwise, can I
I
connect
guess
with
now
my
it's good
laptop?
actually. Yeah, you
Hello.
can connect with your laptop. But right now it's good. Okay. Right now it's good. Okay. Go ahead. If any issue again, okay, let's you can
Yeah, I'll
shift the
connect
device.
with
Okay.
my. Yeah. So now if CRM was there, now they what they did completely. SAP CRM itself only they are completely moving completely the S4HANA CRM. So SAP CRM is completely they are moving to this SAP S4HANA and they're made as a S4HANA service. So that is the reason CS model is completely the whatever they are now they are doing the transaction types everything will completely absolute and you have to use for the SAP CRM service because if you table if you see the this is called completely one order concept. So you'll have another concept completely. If you going forward, you will see this one. It's completely. If I say S4HANA services is equal to completely CRM service itself only. So you have to use the transaction types, all the transaction type of service, and item categories, whatever you do in the service, and even if you see the UI also, they use completely web UI is completely related to the CRM and CAC also. I see a web client also they completely use the CRM now in the S4HANA service. So here customer service, if you see here there are cloud is there and S4HANA is there and field service is there. If you see here S4HANA cloud, as I told you, S4HANA service is like interaction center that is a lighter version. If you are going with the S4HANA operations, S4HANA on-premise is the correct one. If you know cloud, you'll have there are limitations from SAP itself only. You can use the whatever they give the tenant and you'll have customizations, very less customization and the process also you have to use it. But when it comes to the service S4HANA operations, you can have the enhanced also you can implement. And service management. This is a cloud tech cloud S4HANA for field service management. This is for dispatching. For example, if once a service order is created, released, once it is released, it will goes to the field service technicians because in S4HANA service, you will have the planned uh, planned time and when it goes to the the field service there is a dispatcher will be there. The dispatcher will be assign the appropriate technicians based on their skills and once they assigned it will goes to their technicians mobile applications. So there they can see the mobile application and they can perform the task and they can confirm there itself only in mobile devices and they can have the items, they can confirm the item and time and they once they confirm it, it automatically in backend itself only in service it will create the one confirmation automatically. That is actual time it will be calculated and you will have the crowd portal also. This is for crowd portal is for vendors because you will have in service you will have the external services where some of the services you have to depend on the your partner vendors and some of the vendor. So that for that also you can have the vendor crowd portal. There they can log into the system and they can perform it and that they can use the crowd portal in field service management. But this field service is completely that this is a cloud system. Yeah, if you see here, this is a past and future. If you see here, SAP CRM service and ERP customer CS. If you see this picture, you will have the SAP CRM and ERP two completely there. So one S4HANA and see this one. This is
We
most
we we
important.
just lost you again.
Okay,
Can you
can you
repeat?
is it fine now? Yeah,
No, can you repeat the previous slide? We lost
yeah,
you again.
yeah. Sorry. Is it
Yeah, this one, please.
Yeah. See here, previously we have a separate SAP CRM service. Some of the processes they use a CRM service, and some of the processes based on their business they use CS also. Is it correct? Correct me if I'm wrong. Hello. So now what they are doing, they
Yes,
two,
correct.
SAP CRM and ERP service, customer service, they are completely merging, and they are completely making as a S4HANA service now. So I
Got it.
believe, maybe by 2000, the SAP will support will, I think maybe the 2025, I think the 27 said maybe it could be end by 2030, I think, I believe. Later
Yes,
they
2030.
cannot, yes. So after that, the customer service CS is SAP will not support. So they have to go for the S4HANA service on premise. They want SAP. So that's what I want to say. Is it clear now?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, this is the most important because I can see here the most of the people are CS also. See here, ERP is there and ERP is there, CRM is there. Now what they are doing, SAP, here you will have business partner. I think if anyone is working on the business partner, that is also now instead of customer, now you'll have a business partners. Like for example, for employees you have to create any entity like business partners, like customers you have to create business partners, employees you have to create business partners, and external vendors you have to create as a business partners. And this is a BPT code you have to use as the business partners only. So material, okay. So if you see here in CRM and ERP, the material is anyhow from ERP, ECC system. If you see here, I'll tell you about the CRM. Now, as I told you, this is completely transaction types, like all the CRM transaction types: SAP CRM quotation, contract management, service quotation, service order, service confirmation, interaction center, even interaction center. All the one order concept completely they copied to the SAP CRM to the S4HANA system. Previously, if you want to create the service in service management, for example, if I tell you, we create the service order in CRM, there will be internal order created in a backend system ECC. From there, it will again you do the processing for billing, everything in ECC side billing. But now what is happening? Everything is there is no integration. They completely copied here, so you have to use. So there is a they eliminated the integration now because it is a one box only. So that is the reason they completely now ECC CRM is no more now. So going forward. Yeah, so this is the most important to understand. For example, if I think there are many people are working on SD. So SD you will have a Fury, and work centers you will have separate Fury app. So here when it comes to the service management, you will have a three UIs. Not three. You can say three user interfaces. Fury Launchpad, SAP CRM Web UI. In SAP CRM Web UI, you will have even interaction center
Yeah.
also.
Sorry,
Hello.
Venkat, we lost you. Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to repeat this slide again. We lost you.
Oh, sorry, actually, yeah. Yeah, please let me know whenever you are lost.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So
after
can you
that
repeat
is
this? Yeah, you can repeat this slide, please.
better. So SD you'll have Fury. So right? And S4HANA is now not GUI based, right? Completely for end users, you have to use the Fury Launchpad only. That you will have the different apps like creation of quotation,
Yeah,
sales
for
order, delivery,
sales,
invoice.
for sales,
Yes,
not for
correct.
everything.
Yes. So same similarly, but when it comes to the service, you will have a Fury and service order and billing, everything will have in Fury Launch. So SAP Web Client is a business role, business role concept actually. That is a concept, business role concept. You will have the business role in that navigation. You will have work center call, different work center, nothing but the like sales order, creation of sales order, delivery. Sorry, sales order, confirmation, billing, these kind of work. You apps also in up also for interaction center also, that is also business for IC roles, because for example if you have a CTA telephonic integration, email integrations, and front end chat, these kind of integrations, ERMS, there is a concept called ERMS, email response management system, these kind of functions if you are implementing things, so then you should go for the SAP SAP CAC, customer interaction center. So for that another
We lost you.
We lost you, Venki.
yeah, sorry,
Venkatesh.
can you hear me? Hello?
Yes. Yeah, we
Yes, we
know
can
that
hear you.
the problem like this very simple. If you can do it, we'll review. But we know the reality is that the company, if we go to implement service management, they will never implement the whole shebang because there's no way that the business can absorb. They will never throw away, for example, I have a C4C. They
Yeah.
never throw away C4C just because even that in service management, we can create opportunity, etc., right? So, but anyway, it's just a functionality.
Yes, it's a functionality. So there you have options. So yes, you have option whether you can go for this web client or Fury Launchpad. But what I mean to say, the recent project only what we did for backend team, we have given the Fury Launchpad, and for us for technicians, because they have handled device the technicians, we created alert management. So alerts, they once it is service order is confirmed, the alert has to go to their technicians, so they cannot
Yeah,
see
but
mail
they
anything,
use a
correct?
mobile app. They use
Yes,
mobile applications.
correct. What we did, there is a inbox functionality. You have a interaction center, so we use the interaction center functionality to see their inbox. Like, in homepage, they have all their alerts, so they can directly click it and they can work and then confirm from there itself only. So
Right.
yeah, that we did it actually. So
Yeah, but took a
apart like,
while. Took a long journey to do it.
yeah, that is
Was not.
true. Yeah, tell me.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, but that functionality is available already in a CAC. In we are implementing already.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the most important. So if you see the integration perspective, like yeah, organization structure, like you create the enterprise structure and you do the assignments, right? So
Yeah,
similarly,
this is very critical. I'm struggling with this part in my project.
yes. So this is a very complex one. You have to, like, if you know the CRM architecture concept, in a CRM architecture concept, you have to use PPOMA underscore C, PPOMA. Like you will have already you have the mobile app they have given, Fury app they have given. There you have two options. You can go with the create from web UI, or else you can create from the GUI. But GUI, yeah, GUI
Yeah,
you
because
can create.
this is the organizational root, right? The
Yeah.
root unit, organizational unit.
Yes, you have to integrate service organization structure. You have to integrate with your. You have to do the
With
you have to
with
assign
the
the
SD.
SD
Yes.
organization structure, and even in the SD organization structure, the importance is sales office and sales group. Also, you have to do the sales office sales group. You need to assign it. That is also important because yeah, those three things are important, because when it comes to the for example, if it's sales SD, what will determine, you will just you'll have a sales organization, distribution channel, division. So those things are important. When it comes to here, you should have the service team should be determined, and even sales organization structure as well as service team, service groups. These three has to be determined automatically based on the org structure determination.
Yeah,
So
and this is
that's
fetch fun. This is the problem that this organization structure, in fact, just facilitate to read the BP data in the launchpad, in the app.
yes. And that is important also, because when you're doing the service, from which sales office and which sales group this any sales happened, that is also most
Correct.
important to track the in service order. So that is the reason when it comes to service, your sales organization, sales office and sales groups, three has to determine at the time of
Yeah.
creation. Yeah, is it
Yes.
clear?
Yes, clear. This is everybody that is listening. This is a very crucial. It's not that
Yes, yes.
simple to create the hierarchy,
No,
especially
it's
when you migrate from an existing company, because there is different hierarchy. Then you need to create a new one to support the service management.
so that is most important. The critical part. It's when you define the organization of service.
Yes.
Yeah, and you'll have a, in a that is a detail level. When it comes to training, you'll come to know. You'll have the functions and functions attributes. That is a
Mm,
plays major role actually. I believe you are facing that challenges, I think, because
correct.
when you are determining, you have to take the attributes, functional attributes for sales and service. You have to take accurately. Like for example, simple example I will give, like post of and country and postal code. Otherwise, for a
Mhm.
particular dedicated service team, you have to
Yeah,
take
there's two characteristics that you fetch. Read the based on the country and the postal code for the ship
yeah,
to and the sold to.
yes. So that I believe you are facing challenges. That is that you need to understand correctly. You will in the course when you are doing this organization structure, I'll explain you there are what are the challenges is there in that one. Yeah, and this is a nothing but business partner, like internal and external business partner S4HANA service. As I said you, many people knows like customer, for example, SD guys are there here. Now
Mhm.
instead of customer master data, we are using business partner. Like in business partners, you'll have employees, as I told, right? Employee, business partners, and vendors. But here, when it comes to the service, it's most important. Vendors are most important here, because you'll have a drop shipment services and external advance shipment processes and external services. Vendors also most important here, and there are many processes depending on the vendors for when it comes to this also. So that is also as a business partner. So here you'll have the technical categories of technical objects.
Object.
Yeah, okay, is it clear?
Yeah, it's clear. Functional
Yeah.
location. This is nothing changed. It's the same.
Yeah, this is nothing changed. But when it comes to CRM, there was IBase. So IBase is not there. Instead of that one,
Mhm.
assemblies. So you'll have the
Yeah.
BOM. So in BOM also you have different BOMs, like material
Mhm.
BOM. You'll have functional
Mhm.
location BOM.
Mhm.
Yeah, equipment BOM. This time, these assemblies you can do it. So these are three
Yeah.
main most important. And you know the serial number when you are for every
Yeah.
material for unique identification
Yeah.
when you are
If you
creating CRM.
serialize, yes. If you
Yes.
serialize, yes.
Yeah, when you want to create equipment, maybe PGA level or maybe GRN level,
Yeah.
so equipment
Yeah.
that is
But the
useful for
good thing
that one.
that the functional location has not changed.
Yeah, functional location. No, how you track it, the detail level functional location.
Correct. Yeah. The
Yeah,
build, the boom, the hierarchy, etc. That is what makes the difference. The
yes,
obsolescencia, etc. Yeah.
yeah. So functional location most important.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is what I was telling. Interaction center. I think I covered. So this is a
Mhm.
separate. Instead of Fury, we can give it to agents. But if you are using like email and mobile kind of ERMS and CTA integration and other call center functionalities, so you can go for the interaction center process.
Mhm.
Instead of
Mhm.
logging into the
Correct.
Fury and WebUI, they log into the interaction center. Interaction center.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. This is simply just I put the service management process. Most of the people knows.
Mhm.
Yeah. So it starts with this create a service request. In nothing but the create service request. Nothing but the like notification and CS. So yeah, so notification nothing but in the CS. Right, it is optional. You can have it based on the business process. You can have the service request and notification, this kind of thing, and you'll have the create service order. Once it service as a follow up, you can create the service order, and there is a separate solution quotation is there. This is a different process. You can bundle. This is a different. Okay, I'll talk about the solution quotation separately. Like if you start from this service request, and from service request to the follow by the service order, and once the service order is released, then it goes to the service confirmation. Service confirmation, you can have the you can whatever the time and material you can use
Yeah.
in the service confirmation, and there is a billing document request is there. That is
Right.
where the difference invoice. So this is where the
Yeah,
difference
but
is
there
coming.
is a step there is one step that is missing between the confirmation and the creation of the billing, because you need
Yeah,
to release
yeah. So I will tell you. So what is your good name? Sorry.
the release between step
Yes,
4 and 5. You need to release, because the billing, there's a two different billing. One is the billing in the SD, another one is just the SM.
yes. So
Is
I'll
the
tell you one
BDR.
thing. Yeah. So here create service request is a purely service transaction type. These are all transaction types. So create service request is a transaction type, and service quotation is a transaction type, and even confirmation also transaction type. But when it
Yes.
comes to here, 40%, if I say 30 to 40% SD, the SD plays the major role here. Here you'll
No,
have
what I'm saying, there is one release for billing. It's not yet the billing. There's one step that says release for billing, because you create the BDR. Unless you say this create for billing, in fact, is the BDR, and not yet the F2 document.
yes, yes, that's what I'm trying to say you. Once it is service
Okay, that's
confirmation,
fine.
you
That's
will
fine.
have,
That's fine. That's
yeah,
fine.
you will have the sales
You can
document, that
proceed.
is a BDR. Yes, BDR, billing document request, that is a sales document, and another one is billing document, that is invoice. Yeah, once it
That's
is
no
released,
problem.
it will go for the
Because
invoice.
also what I'm missing here is the contract.
No, contract again, service contract is C. So service contract is a different topic. Just I am telling about the just simple process here. For example, if you are
But
creating a, yes, for example, service quotation, for example, you are creating service order. Once you give the equipment that has the particular equipment or material has a contract, the system automatically bring your contract, service contract, and you can assign it.
yeah. Do you believe that SAS management is just a fancy name for CS, right? Do you
Yeah,
agree?
complete CS.
Yeah. Then CS is a post sale, correct?
Yes.
So
So
which
CS,
means
then
you need a contract where you assign the technical object, correct?
yes.
Then you can only put requests if it's unrelated with a contract, like ad hoc, or like a billing plan, etc. You can have like
No,
a
no, that
rental, etc.
yeah, I
But
understand. You are correct. Yeah,
usually we have a contract, and then contract, and then contract, sales orders, and then of course you can create a sales request to create a sales order. But usually, if there is a technical object, is we need to the under the warranty, outside the warranty, billable, not billable, right? With
yeah.
DIP, without DIP, right?
No, no,
But anyway,
correct.
proceed.
No, no.
Don't
See,
don't don't pay attention to everything. It's just to
no,
give you,
see, that is a
me an
different.
interaction. Huh?
No, no, I understand. That is come in a completely when you're talking about the, you mix the three things here. One, you mix the contract creation, and you contract whatever the timelines and materials and equipments you have, that you will bring it. Another one is billable, non-billable. That is a different process. Again, the pricing, that is pricing indicator. You will have a billable or
No,
non-billable.
inside
You
of the
have to check.
contract, I have an
Yes.
item that I decide billable,
Yeah.
billing plan, and
Yeah. That is called a pricing
ad hoc.
indicator. Yeah,
Yes,
pricing
correct.
indicator. That is
Yes.
different. That's what. Yes, that is the reason I told you this is a simple process I'm going to explain, but I'm not going in
Okay.
detail of the
This
one.
is your happy flow.
Yes, just a flow, simple flow.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, this is
Don't
a
worry.
demo, right? So you cannot go
No,
completely in
no,
depth.
no, don't worry.
Yeah,
Because for me, I always work with contract, so that's fine.
yeah,
Don't worry.
yeah.
Thank
Solution.
you
Yeah,
very
I
much.
understand. Yeah, solution quotation. I will give the example. So this is a new transaction type. You will have a service quotation and solution. there is a solution quotation. In solution quotation, for example, in one quotation, you can include all the items. Like for example, you have the, for service, you will have the sales item, you will have the expense item, you will have the part item, you will have the contract items. For example, recently what we did, solution contract in our business process, a best example I will give you. Before contract creation of the customer, they want to have the quotation before going for this, but you cannot use the sales service quotation. But service quotation is different one. Service quotation, then follow up you do the service order, but you cannot do the service quotation to the directly contract. So the solution
Yeah, I
quotation is
can.
there.
I can because I did.
Yeah, that is copy control everything, but SAP has
Yeah,
given solution.
exactly.
Yes, that copy control item
in my
category is different
business,
one.
in my business is completely different. It's not,
No, that's
why?
what I'm telling.
Because we
See,
have a
SA,
C for C, we have a C
yeah,
for C, and then in C for C we have opportunity. Once the opportunity is confirmed, in order, because the C for C is a different platform, and I need to have a complete flow in S4. So I have a functionality that I receive the information from C for C. I replicate the opportunity as a quotation and then quotation to contract. But because my
yes.
my business is different,
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. But SAP itself only has given the standard functionality. Once it is
correctly, correct,
you
correct.
give the, once you give the service contract item, once it is saved automatically through actions. There is a actions profiles is there. Through the actions,
Okay.
automatically it will create the service contract. You don't need to do
Yeah, yeah,
anything.
yeah. That's correct. You
So
have the
that
option to
functionality,
change. Yeah.
yes, yeah. So that is a new SAP already come up with a new service solution quotation.
Yeah, the bottom line is very simple. It's better,
Yeah.
it's more easy that you have options that you can decide which flow you want to proceed.
Yes, it's true. Yeah, and this is the integration of field service management. As I told you, I will give the example of this one. One of my the last project, we implemented the field service management. So how the field service
Mhm.
management works here? Uh, let's say for example, we create the service order, and once we release it, it will goes to the directly will create a service call there automatically, because there is a integration. We did the integration for field service management for cloud, that is a BTP integration. Once it is done, it will goes to the automatically there is a service call will be created in a field service management. So there is a dispatcher will be there. The dispatcher will, there is a, when it comes to the field technician, you will have the based on skills there. You can define the skills and everything in field service management based on the skill and availability. Just they will the service call, they will drag and drop based on their technician availability. Once it is released, it goes to their mobile devices. So in mobile devices, that alert will come and they will work on the mobile device. And even it has IoT integration. You can google map also you can google map also you
Mhm.
can integrate. You can see the where the even if you see, for example, in S backend S4HANA service, only service if you are implementing, you cannot capture the like travel time, everything. But when it comes to the field service management, the from traveling and you can where he is available and everything you can track. So for the through the field service management, the based on the mobile devices, and you will have a lot of smart farms their SAP has given, and we can enhance also. We did enhance, because when you when he confirm the when the confirmation, you have to do the feedbacks or some of the checklists, whatever all checklist or feedback. Those are all things. They are smart farms, SAP smart farms. So you can we have functionality, smart farm functionalities. We can have n number of based on their requirement. You will have the feedbacks, you will have the checklist, everything in a field service management. So this is a completely, but this is a SAP is making as a mandatory. Otherwise, if the field service functionality is not available, even though you can go with the, but what is there here, once it is field service technician is confirmed, it will directly the service confirmation will be created, and in the date profile you will have already time will be actual and planned, and actual time also will be captured over there. Automatically it will replicate and updated in the confirmation. So direct it will go to the BDR. That BDR, they'll release it and go for the billing. So for this one field service management. Otherwise you have to do the manually, you have to enter the confirmation time and everything. Yeah, so this is a service contract. So service contract, as you know, you'll service will have different items. So service, if you are creating service contract, you'll have the service contract item. So service contract item, you will like start date, end date. So what are the bill? What are the like billing periods you can have? Like in video, lot example we billing plans also. So billing plans, conditions, everything as you said, indicator, accounting indicator. So these those things can be service contract you can capture, and even you will have the parts also you can add, and in the parts also you can have the pricing agreements. So based on that only, when you are creating service order, this based on the contract, the service, and these will be the pricing will be calculated. So
Mhm.
this is related to service contract. And you will have the recurring services. So recurring services also one this is also kind of contract recurring services. So you will have the time based performance condition and predictive. But here in it comes to the recurring service orders, you just what we'll do here, we use the service order templates. So service order templates, you'll have the maintenance plan. Maintenance plan, you will create the maintenance plan, and that maintenance plan you will assign to the template. Is it based on our requirement? Is it time based or performance or condition? Based on the mostly time and performance, based on that only we will assign to the template. And SAP has so for that, directly it will create the when the time comes with the based on the billing plan. The billing plans will maintain the contract based on the billing plan, and this will be generated. Automatically, you will create the service order, and it goes to the subsequent processes. So that is called recurring services. So here, yeah. So that is the one, and yeah. So here in 2023, SAP come up with some of the processes, and we implemented an advanced.
We lost you, Venkat.
Hello, can you hear me?
There is a
Yes,
disturbance in
I
the
can hear
background.
you.
Is it clear?
Well,
Hello,
continue. Continue.
continue. Yeah. So as I told you, yeah, these are the so processes apart from the standard processes like service quotation, service order, confirmation, billing, all those things.
Mhm.
Apart from that, I'm going to contracts and solution quotation. And apart from that, there are new business processes we are also implementing, and some of the process we implemented, like advance shipment from stock to technician to consignment stock. So this is a, like for example, once it is a service order is created, the technician we have to assign some of the spare parts or some of the parts to the technician. So that consignment process already SAP delivered, and this is a new process for 2023. So this one, and advanced shipment for procurement. This is also like here you will have the integration with the because here one, because SAP has given item categories and some of the confirmation item categories. You have to do the lot of settings with the CS side and as well as the material management side. So that the consignment stock will be like process will be once it is a service order created, the technician, the consignment stock will be assigned to the technician. And once he goes to the perform the job, so there he can whatever he required, he can consume the stock and consume the stock, and he can do the confirmation. Remaining stock he can directly uh, he can uh, he can directly return to the again to the movement types to the again and movement in and that kind of process we have.
Mm. So we don't need any more to send in consignment to do the swap.
services. For external services, for vendors, for example, some of the processes we require the vendor to perform the services. That is the external process. From once the service order is created, you'll assign the vendors, and the vendors will you will get the service sales order. From sales order, it will get the purchase PR will be created, and vendor will take it, and he will perform the job. Will have the those things. That is also process that is called different drop shipment process we worked. And the pricing is also most important. I think here SD people are, but here a service don't have separate pricing, but you have procedure for contract, quotations, and service orders. But those pricing procedures are completely similar to the SD. So pricing is completely SD pricing procedure. You have to go to the same path, also same pricing SD pricing procedure. They same path as you have to go to SD, and you have to define the pricing procedure completely SD process. But there are some of the processes like list price, cost for cost, like markup price, these kind of things. And as I told you, like in pricing indicator, these things you need to configure yourself and do it. And there is output control, BRF plus. We implemented the BRF plus also recently. So that is quotation and solution quotation, and service contract also we implemented, even service order also. That is a completely, instead of output management, so output control is there, BRF plus. And the categorization schema is the most important here. This one, because this is the issues, like you'll have a like issues, right? So for example, once you, when you are creating service request or service order, you have a problem, you have to identify the problems, right, to hierarchical structure way. So that is a categorization schema. So the schema can be created for a service request.
So if there is a PS, like how does PS integrates with service management?
On last project, what we did, for
Venkat, you are
example,
breaking, Venkat.
yeah, sorry, yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Hello, yeah, can you hear me?
Don't worry, there's sometime your voice break up.
Yeah,
But
I don't know, but yeah, sorry to inconvenience, really. Yeah. So
if
yeah,
people
sorry.
has any doubt, I'll just ask to
Yeah.
repeat, and that's all.
So when it comes to PS, we already last project, not the current project, last project also we have a PS. For example, quotation is there. In a quotation, if the quotation is more than 10,000, so we cannot create the service confirmation everything. We cannot directly go to the service confirmation. We cannot go to the directly performing service and do the confirmation. It has to create the one project. So greater than the 10,000, it will create the direct project WBS element. So we do the project integration there itself only.
But now is the
Yes.
PPM. It's not anymore PS.
Yeah, project system, you'll have WBS element. It will create the project there. So
Yeah, but
once the
WBS, according to 2023 release, should not be used.
yeah, that's the reason I
Right?
told you that last project, that is a 2022 was there, my project.
Yeah,
This
my last
2023
project was 2023 in
yeah,
NATO,
maybe.
and with WBS. Sorry. Yeah, WBS with funds management will not work.
Yeah. So that
It
WBS
doesn't
elements
matter.
will be, yeah. So that we can integrate, I think. Who is this? Someone is asked me.
Yes,
Sadish Chalpati.
Yeah, so
yeah, one
Chilpati,
colleague
actually,
asked you about the PS.
integrate. In my last project, we have implemented more than 10,000. If a quotation is we are getting more than 10,000, we cannot proceed. We have to create as a project. So project has advance, like you'll have advance down payment also. You have to there again it will comes to the billing plans. You have to create the billing plan. But we created billing plan, milestone billing, I think. So first to advance, we have to advance shipment, we have to take the money from 10-20%, then remaining one be based on the project progress. So that we can do
This
it.
Venkat, I
you
have a question here.
Yes,
Satish here. So you said you have done the PS integration, right?
yes.
So at what level did you integrate with the PS? Like you said at the quotation level.
No,
So
no.
can you just
Yes,
elaborate the
correct.
difference?
Quotation level, yes, sir. Yes. Who is this? Sorry.
Yeah, Satish here.
Yeah,
I just wanted to know more about that, like how, like whether the cost was flowing, planned cost was flowing to WBS.
yes, Venkat, I there see in our process, yeah, there is a WBS consultant was there, so they have given, they create the elements and they have given, and we need to assign to our quotation. And when see our process is when the quotation costs more than 10,000, automatically it's creating create the uh, project.
No, was it an
Yes.
enhancement or a standard deliverable?
Uh,
We
yes,
lost
enhance.
you.
Hello,
It's not the standard.
hello.
Yeah.
Can you
So
get?
now,
Yeah,
okay, leave the enhancement part. Let us not worry about that as of now. So
yeah.
just wanted to understand like how the standard WBS integration works with service order or maintenance service order. So now, can you have you worked on that? Like, if I have a maintenance service order or a maintenance service contract, and
Mm-hmm.
if I want to have WBS integration, assume that there is an AMC plan, okay, where the project has they have we have sold project has sold the equipment or installed an equipment, and AMC is coming to service to execute that. So now,
Mm-hmm.
whatever the cost of service should flow to WBS automatically through our maintenance service orders. So
Mm-hmm.
that's possible
I'm not
because
sure because yeah.
as of my reading, with the that 30037N or some note is there where
Uh-huh.
restrictions note, they are saying that WBS integration doesn't work.
Yeah, because see,
Okay.
so whatever your scenario, I'm not sure because this only one simple, not simple with this more than 10,000,
Okay. Okay.
$10,000. That
Leave
Yeah,
will
that
but
be
this is the
then.
requirement in your
yes,
customer, not
yes, but
every customer has their own. But we not. I know, to
correct.
be quite frankly, WBS is already there. You do not create the WBS is assigned to the service order, and because it's in the contract, you copy from the contract, etc. So, you know,
I don't
it's
think
every,
that is supported in maintenance service orders with advanced
Yeah,
execution. Okay.
yeah.
Anyway, because that's in the roadmap, it is still not very clear.
correct.
Okay.
See,
So
and
Venkat, if you have completed, can I just
yes,
ask you a few things just to get the expectation right from this
yeah, I'll tell you one thing.
stream?
Yeah, for 2 minutes, I will summarize the things again, complete it, and you can go ahead with your questions.
Okay. Sure.
So,
No
yeah,
issues.
this course, because you'll have CS consultant, SD consultant, everyone. Because see here, the course is completely like creation. Like I will start from the organization structure. That is a typical structure: sales and service, service organization structure, and then customers and different materials. You'll have expense materials, and you'll have a contract materials. These things and different materials I will create it, and service organization structure and the setup. Then we'll go for the transaction type, the different transaction types, like you'll have the uh, service quotation, even service contract, service quotation, solution quotation, service confirmation, service order. And when it comes to the billing request is a sales document, BDR is a sales document, and the invoice is a sales document. And mostly that part is sales, that also will cover it. And then we'll go for the uh, we'll go for the pricing also, pricing. And most important, contracts, service contracts. Different contracts will have monitoring contract and service contracts, and you will have the advance shipment processes, and drop shipment, and controlling areas like item based controlling. These things I will cover it. And SD part also I will cover it when it comes to the service, like pricing, other things. And we'll have external services like vendor assignments, vendor related processes. That also we have 2 to 3 processes, I will cover it. And apart from that, that is a UI part, VBI part, that is most important. When it comes to the not only Fury, I will cover it, SAP business role concept, that is VBI concept. So there you'll have the all the like categorization schema, how to create categorization schema, and you will have the service process, alerts management, inbox, homepage. There are many are there from that area that also will cover it. Apart from the Fury apps, I'll cover it, CAC and as well as the web client. So these are I planned, and most of the, and apart from that, whatever I have two projects experience that I can share it, because still I worked with the last project also. I worked with the US SAP, and now also Singapore SAP I'm working, because there are a lot of n number of, you can, because most of the process still it is a new in the market, and SAP also struggling. They're struggling a lot, because for last 1.5 year I'm working for SAP itself only, with the US and even ours now with the Singapore. They have n number of nodes, n number of processes which need to support from the SAP, and there are many processes like resource related billing. There are many processes still under developing, so it has to more
Mm,
mature going forward. That's what I need to say.
correct.
Venkat, you just said Fury and customer interaction center, CIC, right?
Yes.
And apart from that, you just mentioned about web something. What is that
Yeah,
actually?
web client. So web, yeah, that's a
Can you, what is that? Web client?
web client. So CAC web C,
UI client.
UI client, correct. So see, for example, some of the functionalities will not run Fury. Like for example, agent inbox is there. Alerts functionalities. For example, in our last project, this project only, they wanted to implement the alert functionality, because we SAP, because SAP has given like email, everything we can do it. But what the business said, we want to implement the alert functionality. So alerts we don't have separate place in Fury, but it is there in web client. But it is already SAP has delivered SAP that you will have a inbox functionalities, and there are different functionalities are there apart from the Fury, but which cannot work in Fury, those functionalities. But that is also
See,
like Fury only. So
a
if you
web
see here,
UI is similar to NWFC, right?
yes,
NetWeaver Business Client.
correct. If you see here, the same, both are same. This is a Fury Launchpad and this Launchpad, this SAP CRM web UI.
Okay. Yeah. Got it. Got it. So now
like
you
like
said
apart from
customer.
that, you can, yeah, you can integrate the chart, you can integrate like ERMS functionalities, you can integrate the calendar, you can integrate the CTA integration. There are many functionalities you can do with this one, but whereas Fury you don't have those things, but still it has to become. That is the reason there are two separate UIs are there for when it comes to service.
Okay.
Yeah, based on our
So now,
business, for that is the reason what we did for backend team, we given the Fury, and front end agents, technicians, we have given the Fury functionalities. SAP web UI we have given.
so one thing, Venkat, I just want to understand this. You said customer interaction center, which is similar to what we had in CRM service, right?
Correct.
So, like with the telephone integration and other things, right? So now I just wanted to know, like, that this is part of the existing licensing, or it is anything that is an addition license that we have to take?
No, as per my understanding, already they have given IC manager, IC agent role they have already given, so we can configure directly. We can use it.
So no license
But
impact on the.
yes, no. When it comes to chart integration, you will have other things, right? CTA integration, telephonic integration. You want to do telephonic integration, that is different or licensing, right? Like Avaya, you guys use that, a different concept.
Mhm.
So that need licensing. But for accessing CAC, no, then no issues. You have already, you can access. But integration, other systems like CTA integration, Avaya, this kind of systems. So that is different licensing and different cost, because it's different again.
Okay.
Yeah.
So back office agent, they can use the customer interaction center
Yeah, but it's
without,
based on yeah. Go ahead. Sorry. Yeah.
yeah, without any telephonic integration.
Yes. That is additional functionality that we use, right? Even you
Yeah, I
can't
know.
face
I
the
was just
yeah.
asking because there is a requirement from our client. So I just
Correct.
wanted to know to what extent we can go there,
Yes.
and
You can
because
launch.
it
You
is
can launch. You
part
can
of.
use it. Yes. You can launch and you can use it.
Yeah,
Okay.
Venkat, I have question.
Yeah.
See, is field service management is also included in the curriculum?
Feel no, because that is a different. That is a cloud server. This is we are talking about the uh,
Back end system, right? Our
backend
ERP.
system. Yeah, and I will tell you this one. That is a cloud system. That is
Mhm.
completely. I I think that is a different course, and you know that code also different. XML kind of code. The dealer that completely different.
So for
So,
to learn FSM as a service consultant, can we learn FSM or do we require coding experience or coding knowledge as
No,
well?
that is a technical. You need a technical also in that. You have to put hands on your technical things also. Coding, you have to write some logic. But SAP, you have to copy and you have to rename it. You have to do those kind of things in FSM. It's not like how you do the SD and CS and configuration things.
You
Yeah,
mean to say it's a
FSM.
different
What I
ball
know
game?
is this. FSM. What I know is some amount of BTP knowledge is required. Okay, without technical coding, it is not possible. It is
Yes,
not a
yes,
pre-configured or like it's not a configuration.
correct,
It is
100%.
it requires some amount of JavaScripts and those knowledge.
Correct.
Venkat, I just wanted to understand few things from you. Like,
Yeah.
are you going to schedule these sessions from lean service management or from the advanced execution management?
Yeah, both I can do it. It's fine. It's not a problem.
Okay, because why I asked this question is like few of the functionalities we did not see, like it is in-house repair, intercompany, advanced returns integration, and
Yeah.
deep profile configurations,
Yeah,
and
but in this case, what you want, is in the sense then what you say that, okay,
Yeah.
you need
So deep
to set
profile
the
you said, right?
integration with the order to
Yeah.
cash. So,
Yeah. The still resource related billing is still you have to use deep profile only because that's service still
because
not there.
it has
There is
now as part of advanced execution they have introduced a new transaction code also for that, which is
yes.
not similar to, and there is no settlement, so settlement happens automatically, and I don't know whether how EBR relevancy, so
So
those things.
yeah, those PM related ones still you have to rely on
mm.
by old one only. Deep profile those
So,
things.
Correct.
settlement profile, settlement rule determination, is it not there no more in S4HANA?
S4HANA still the SAP is working on that one, but as of now, if you need that functionality, you have to use the
No,
So,
it is not there because no need to use settlement profiles as of S4 Service
yes,
2023,
correct.
because the cost will get rolled up to the preceding object automatically. So there are few changes actually as part of CS to S4. So why I ask this question, because you were more talking about confirmation BDR, right? So
Yes,
whereas because we have PM integration with maintenance service, right? So that's why I was asking this question because that is
Mm.
more complex
Because
scenarios.
you don't have a billing, so in PM it's just cost collect. So.
No. There is billing. Who said there is no
No,
billing?
there is no billing. Of course, there is no billing. It's internal. You don't have external.
No.
It's a PM.
No. In the PM,
PM,
what
it will not
happens like
invoice nobody. PM is just cost.
PM from the maintenance service order, you can invoice through RRB through running
Invoice to who?
DP92.
To whom? You're going to invoice.
it's basically through the advanced execution process. If you go with that
Yeah,
approach,
but
then
it's
there will be
internal
process.
billing. It's internal. It's just a cost collected. Your internal invoice. You're not
You
billing the
can
customer.
invoice. You can invoice. For that, you need to
You're
do
not
some
in.
settings.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
no.
again.
There are there are some situations like itemized billing,
We
summarized billing.
in-house. I can tell you upfront because I just implement in-house. We could not invoice, because it's our process. Yes, again, when was a customer involved? Yes, we could invoice the customer, but in general, if you repair internally is for your own goods, you cannot invoice the customer.
No,
Sorry.
no.
Yeah, that is.
See, in-house repair is not in-house for internal department. In-house repair is a separate process within the advanced execution. There are some processes called corrective service, preventive maintenance,
Preventive
Yeah,
and
I
maintenance.
can
in-house service,
I can repair internal
intercompany.
when the goods are belong to the customer. If the goods
No, no,
is
no, it is
you,
not that internal service. In-house service is a separate process within SAP
yeah.
S4HANA 2023,
Now
which
there
is
is no external anymore. It's
No, I
in-house.
think
They go in-house anyway.
you're talking about plant maintenance, and here our friend is talking about customer preventive maintenance. So both are
Yeah,
different.
yeah, yeah. This is different. There is, of course, based. You need to understand what is the service profile that you have in your contract. So it's billable, not billable, and etc. That's why it's
okay.
confirmed by
Anyway,
the
so
DB ready to.
Venkat, to come back to the discussion,
Yeah.
so I think I don't know. My friend has what kind of scenario in his company. So now, uh, okay. So now, see, when it comes to the overall solutioning, we have to go with advanced execution as well as lean service because
Mm-hmm.
lean service has minimum functionalities and that goes with the sales order integration and delivery and all those, right?
Correct.
Like expenses through the you have an expense item category and you have cost per hour contracts, and
Yeah.
so it is all revolving under earlier they had internal orders to settle. I think now they are creating a PO also, a lean
PO. No, no.
PO,
No, it
yeah,
has to
for
go
the
with
expense.
both. Sorry to interrupt. Both processes you have go for the PO
Yeah,
for
yeah,
lean and
correct.
work. Yeah.
For when it comes to the advanced execution, we can do PRPO through the PM order and then do
Yeah.
the GR and IR process,
So
which
that's what I
can
told you that
also come back.
last PPT I have given the both only itself only. That is covered everything lean and both. That we are working on this
Okay.
one.
Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
That
you're
is the
right,
reason I
Venki.
put.
It's there in 2023. You're right.
Yes. So that is the reason I put these are the advanced topics and real time. I think.
Okay.
See.
So
Some
Venki,
of the topics
Venki,
are
what is the
interesting.
Venki, what is the course content actually? I think we all have
Yeah.
different scenarios from
Yeah.
our
Correct. Excellent.
what
So
is the
because I am very
course?
happy that at least all are experienced people here. See this here. But see, SD guys easy, SD also easy because see, this is all combination we have here. CS they
Okay.
are very strong. CS they are very strong in process wise.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Configuration
what is
wise,
the
okay.
yeah.
So process
So what is
wise,
the course
CS.
topic you are going to cover as part of
Yeah, that's what I
not
told you.
Mhm.
Yeah. So that is the reason. Again, see the core process. Uh, so see. In order
Mhm.
to get the advance shipment, for example, sales order to server let up to billing. So what you have to do it, you should have the your organization structure. You should have your separate materials, whatever material, contract materials, item, expense materials, service materials, labor, everything you should have. You do that one also. Organization structure will do it. Organization structure for sales and service both, and we'll do the all the transaction types like service quotation, solution quotation, service contract, uh, the service order confirmation, and the sales also like related to BDR, and these configurations is required all the configurations. So in order to do all this whatever we discuss overallly, this process is required all the configurations. Without that, how you will get it? And even alert
Mhm.
functionalities, this pricing, all related one. And for example, if you talk about the recurring process, the here.
Mhm.
We lost you.
Venkat, we lost you. You are again breaking. Venkat, we can't hear you.
I think takes a little bit of time to come back.
Someone is talking actually. I think
It's coming.
someone is talking. I think.
Hi, Venkatesh, are you there?
I think he is talking, but we are not able to hear him,
Can you
and
hear me
he
now?
doesn't know that we. Yeah, now we can hear you. Venkat, we understood. I mean,
Yeah.
just to summarize from my side, maybe others have also some questions, maybe. Okay. See, what we are looking for, I mean, from our side, me and Sami side, like we are looking for mostly on the advanced execution. Okay, lean service is a good one to understand, yes. And we have few challenges like how a date profile is configured and why these date profiles which are in service request doesn't copy to quotation, and this category profiles we have challenges like these categories doesn't go over to the few further documents, and subject profiles is only in service request, but it doesn't open up, and but whereas in the service orders, maintenance service orders, it opens up. So and so some of these, like copying from one place to another place, like contract doesn't have a service request backing. Okay, so we have few such challenges, and also with reference to the authorization control, like what kind of standard authorization objects are there for service organizations and sales organizations. So, like this. So,
Yeah.
will you be covering those also, like which are related to authorization controls and copying and having templates in those aspects?
No. So see, there are three things you talked about me. See, date profile, SLA profile, that we can do it. Authorizations also I can help. Because for example, in recent our project also, every project, what we will do for will you have the like service technician is there, manager is there, different roles are there, right? Hello, can you hear me?
Hmm, 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 Yeah, I can, we
Roles,
can.
yeah, roles are there, right? You can create, display all these things. SAP, I have a template already. Both project I worked. So that component you have to SAP app, you'll have a create, change, and edit. Both you have that. I can
Hmm.
help you out. That is a part. That is a do it. But that what we'll do, will based on the role, for which role we'll have the create, edit, and display. Based on that role only we will share it to the basis team, and that they will activate one, because we will not, once it is activated, then we have to retrieve the data, and from there you will have available, you have to get it to, you configure it. But authorization, we have to give the apps names, and SAP will give the authorizations. Basis will give the authorizations. But that I will help you out.
Yeah, that is something. Yeah, you're right in saying that. Yes, but we wanted to know like a little of your project experience. Like, for example, if I want to give a service organization role
Hmm.
to a particular person where there are two service organizations, and like I am responsible for one organization, whereas other for other organization, right? How do we segregate this? Is like or she should not have authorization for the other service organization other than what he or she is nominated to. So that kind of like authorization controls we are not able to get in the particular app. Like what you said is right. We have done that exercise. SAP has given the basic authorizations by running the strong transaction codes for the apps, but still they were missing. So I just wanted to understand, like from your project experience, like
See,
what is
there are
that you have done?
there are two things. You will have role config key, right?
Okay.
You will have a role config key concept, but you are telling that based on the organization level, right? Organization, based on organization, you are telling.
Yeah, based on user within the organization. Say, for example, we used to have plant authorization control, right? So one
Hmm.
plant is always like if I am responsible for one plant, the other will not have access to that. So that is something standard that can be controlled with the
Hmm.
standard authorization objects. So
Yes.
same something same like we are not able to find for the CRM objects.
Can you come again? Sorry, can you explain me again? I'll tell you. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, for like the similar, if I come to the CRM service objects or org
Hmm.
objects,
Hmm.
we were finding difficulty in controlling that. We were not able to find them. Like, how do we control per user, per service org, something like that.
Yes.
So,
So that is the reason what we did. The same challenges we do have for technicians. For technicians, they should not see the pricing detail. So what we did, we created a separate role for technician in web UI, and UI extension, UI component level, we just hide those fields itself only.
hmm,
That you can do it, because that there are two things. One, you do the with the component you give and give it to the basis, they will map it. Otherwise, UI configuration level, the roles you created and you field extension, you hide those things.
okay.
So
Maybe we
yeah,
need to understand more,
yeah,
like,
yeah. I'll show you how you can do it. We do have the same challenges for technician actually. They don't want to see the pricing details, so we did with the VBI separate business role we created for that one, and role config key, separate role config key.
So this
hmm,
web UI config, is it comes under standard configuration, or how business called it as an enhancement, or you call it, you categorize it under,
No,
right?
no. See, business, they don't need it anything, right? They just, you want to see. It looks like Fury itself only app, but for when it
Okay,
comes to us, for when it comes to our when it comes to us, it will be different. We know this is a Fury because it look like Fury apps, Fury only.
okay. So
But
it
logging
just
is different.
it's for a simple in simple word, it's a variant for the technician, screen
Correct.
variant for a technician.
Yes, yes. So business role, you have to create business role and navigation area, whatever you require. So you'll have a sub type that you can control with that one. Yes, that is a challenging area. Unless you don't work, it will be some difficult because you need to understand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, um,
Yeah. Anything is
I think no, I'm fine. I'm fine with
what
this.
I will do. I will cover it like from scratch to the end. So whatever all the business processes, what I told you, like contract processes, like as I told you, there is date profile is there. Date profile is a very tricky one. You'll have SLA profile also, and the SLA profile also most important actually. Service level agreements, deadlines, all these things it will done with the through the SLAs also. That is also most important. It's both combined hand to hand. It will go date profile plus SLA profile. What I think someone has talked to me regarding this one. So you need to both need to combine SLA
Okay,
profile plus
question.
date profile. Yeah.
Sorry, Jason. When we are plan to start with this training?
Yeah, I think Naveen will inform you. So
Okay,
basically, I
Naveen.
am,
Okay,
yeah,
good.
I see what I am planning. I am working, I think, Singapore SAP and other project also. 3 hours, 4 hours time.
You'll be like the same time that we are talking here on the
Yes,
evening, because
yeah.
yeah, because I'm in Brussels, so I don't know where
Yeah,
my
coming
colleague
to the
is
schedule,
based.
we'll try to follow the same schedule. Sorry to interrupt you guys. Saturday and
Okay.
Sunday, we'll follow the same schedule.
Hmm. Good.
so you are planning for a weekend session, Naveen?
For yeah,
Yes,
first
yes.
1 or 2 weeks we can go ahead. Otherwise, Naveen, we'll plan how this goes. If goes smoothly,
Sure, sure,
then we
sure.
can. Otherwise, if you want to extend in between, we can extend also in weekdays also, 1 or 2 days like
So
that.
Yeah.
basically, how many classes it requires to complete the curriculum, and will we have the recordings of the sessions or any documentation?
Yeah. Actually, this is not my first training with Naveen. I did several, and everything run smoothly. So, and
Venkat?
anyway, I think this subject is quite new for a lot of colleagues, and please do not try to, you know, to let's say to include a lot of
So,
you
Venkat,
know,
you were on mute.
knowledge
Hello. Yeah.
transfer in one session. Try to
Yeah.
to
Two
be a
months. I
little bit
think.
more.
Yeah. 2 months and one
One
month.
question,
We can say.
Venkat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Venkat, you're not covering in-house repair process. Any specific reason
No, no,
because
that
of
also I will
timeline?
cover. I will cover it because in
Okay,
that I cannot, because see this main process only it will, you have to take it, twist it here itself only. Again, if I
okay,
take all these processes, then it will take a lot of time, right?
okay, okay,
So
Mhm,
got
that
it.
is the
mhm,
reason
mhm.
I did not mention here
Venkat,
those
do
Okay,
processes.
one thing. Do one
Yeah.
thing. Maybe Naveen can coordinate. Just
Yeah.
send us the headings of all the course curriculum, so
Yes.
that it will be easier to read and then
yep.
understand. Right?
It should be transparent to everyone then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we can really make out. And how you will plan for the documentation and other things, Venkat?
Documentation. See, we'll take every day one process and we'll plan it.
I'm
Is
How
there
it
any
will.
is there any
Yeah.
supporting document which will help us to go read through,
See, I'll tell you one thing. See,
which will
uh,
help us in certification or something like that?
see, certificate.
Venkat, the problem is
See,
we
certification is a
have to
different one.
practice.
Hello, the separate
The
certificate. Sorry.
So
Yes, yes,
see, the
Venkat, you please
problem
go ahead.
here for learning is the practice. So for practice, what documents we have, or do we have the system to replicate whatever you teach us in a session?
Yeah. See, you will be getting like a server access also. Okay, and for practice purpose, you will be getting the recordings also.
See, I'll tell you one thing. For when it comes to the practice, I'll give you the complete. You can have to tell, but is the regarding is there or not? But I will give you the full-fledged complete. Uh, because I understand because no one is CRM here because completely I have to tell you
Oops.
so that I will.
Venkat, you're breaking. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Venkat, you're breaking. So maybe we
So,
need to get some internet.
yeah. Sorry. See, I'll tell you the detail level of configuration. If you are going through that one, that's more than enough. And I will give the
Okay.
support also. Don't worry. And maybe
Yeah, but
no, after
if
end of
you
the course, I will give you the n number of notes. Notes I will give provide you. Maybe I will maybe provide you some of the documents
but
also, which
but
are
I think
useful for.
everybody over here, but I think everybody has access to SAP knowledge base, huh? So
Yeah.
you also can go over there. You can go to the best parts of US or Germany. Then you
Hmm.
will see there is a configuration guide over there for everything. Huh? You just
No,
use Germany or either US because it's the two best parts that we also have in our in the system that Naveen going to provide us to access. So I'm
Okay.
access the system for quite a long time because I use constantly Naveen's SAP system for knowledge, etc. And I can tell you guys there is a lot of it there. I know you guys going to have a very smooth, session. But if I can share something from my end, I will do it
So the
because I
system
also
which we
have
are going
access.
to use for the this session is going to be 2023 or
It's
2022?
2023, yeah, to 20. I'm using 2023.
2023. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Adelson, you have access, right? Yeah. 2023. Yeah.
Yeah, yes, I have access, of course. No, so that means, and let me tell you guys, I'm implementing, self-managed. I was a CS consultant, and I implemented, one previous project, but I was a team lead. I was not fully assigned, but I can tell you, my previous project was extremely uh, difficult because it was for NATO. NATO, we selling guns. Huh? We These are for soldiers, etc. And we did everything. Huh? We have in-house, external, third party, you name. Now I'm using utility, a company. I have my job now is I have a C4C as a front, as a starting point. Then I have S4, SM, and ISO. So but thanks God, I don't have a field service.
Okay.
Okay.
So this field self session I don't need. But anyway, that doesn't matter. It's for everybody. Every project that we're going to join will have different demands. Some are crazy, someone is okay, ringing the bell. But anyway, I think we need to use the Venkat experience on his past two projects to support us. And then you dig in.
Yeah, this project is like that only because you need to work with SAP, a lot of nodes, and you have to
Yeah.
raise a lot of
Everybody
SAP.
over here in this team knows P2P. Everybody knows PM. Everybody knows a little bit of order to cash, CS, and FI. So all we need, then we share among ourselves. Huh?
Yeah, that is a
Yes, the
good part
problem.
actually.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. See, we know CS in ECC and all, but in S4 HANA, what is the delta? Changes. What is the advanced technology that SAP is offering? That is where we are
Yeah,
lacking behind.
yeah.
So,
Now, for example, we cannot
if
use a
Venkat
variant
can fill that
configuration.
gap, that would be great.
No,
Yeah, we know we use a
that's what.
variant
Sorry, who is this? Who is
configuration.
this?
Yeah,
Just
I'm Arvind. I'm Arvind.
Yeah, Arvind, that's what I'm telling. See, I'm already this is the second project, and still I'm second project. That's what I told you. I'll give you the execution completely whole, so you don't worry about that one. I can promise that one because you're all
Okay.
SAP consultant. You're all SAP consultant, and by going through this one, you can understand what is there inside and what I have to tell you. I know that one. That's what I told you. This is a completely configuration part. I will completely execute uh like regarding service order, these processes, everything I will do it from scratch. So by with that you will be more than enough, and you will have as he said, you will have some best practices and advanced shipment. I will cover it. Most of the process will cover, and cost also will have
yeah.
item based. We are working on the with SAP item based
Yeah.
costing also. That also some enhancement notes are there that we can check with
No, don't
integrations.
worry. We know that you are not the cream de la cream, but anyway, a training is a training.
Yeah.
Is up to every consultant to dig in, explore, exchange thoughts, and then everybody going to know much more than we starting on the beginning of the training. So
Yeah.
I hope you're not going to end up this training know everything because you need to practice, you need to face the challenge. But anyway, it is
No,
what
this
it
is a
is.
see. So yes, you're right. This is not the mature product completely. That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So yes,
So, Venkat, are you saying this still evolving? SAP is still evolving in this
Go to
service
the
management part?
roadmap of SAP. They
roadmap.
will
Yes,
tell you what they're going to release in 2025, what they're going to release in 2026, 27. It's not done yet. It's still
yes,
a, a, a product evolution. So it's really it, it, I would say that it's really odd that also a lot of customers are pushing back into to implement as service management because they see that it's still not everything is not there. Then
Mhm.
then it's kind of odd because now they don't know. I use a PM or I use a EAM. Huh? So I use a
Yes.
C4C or can I do everything in the free? PS or EPPM? So people don't know because now everybody's confused.
True,
The only
true.
Okay,
ones that
Venki.
don't change anything are the to cash.
Venki, thanks for your time. I have to go.
yeah,
It's a Sunday with
Thank you
family.
very much,
So, yeah,
sure. Thank
Venkat.
you. Yeah,
we'll connect with
Okay,
Naveen.
thank you.
Just one request, please share the course outline with every one of us so that
okay,
Yeah,
please.
I
Yeah,
will share you the outline.
yeah.
we will share. No issues. Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay, thank
if everybody can comment on how do you want to initiate to structure the training, maybe self request or whatever. How do you want? If you want, that means everybody's interested to say, okay, here because this is a black box for me. I need to spend more time. Then we put more effort in a section that can add more value instead of to okay, what is a self request? Oh, everybody know what is a self request. So maybe some of the activities on the plan you guys can say no. For me settlement is more critical than me create a self request. So just to take advantage of the experience of Venkat as well.
Okay,
Yeah,
Velgi. Thank you for time. Thank you, time,
yeah,
everyone.
sure. Yeah, thank you all. Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you
yeah.
very much.
Thank you.
Thanks everyone. Thanks, Venkat.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
thank you.
Naveen, for the opportunity for the training.